Good day, it's Tony Fortunato from the Technology Firm. I want to walk you through something in Wireshark that you may or may not be aware of, and it deals with display filters, which affects things like I/O graphs. So I'm just going to jump right into it, and we have, as I always say now, skip the preamble. Anyways, so we have our I/O graph here, and in the background we have our trace of 364,000 packets. Yikes! So if I was to create a graph using a display filter SMB2, there you go. So this is going to pull out all the SMB commands, response, those kinds of headers. Anything that has an SMB, let me show you, anything that has an SMB label on it, just for lack of a better term, it's going to come up here. Now, if I wanted to see all of the SMB packets, not just the commands and the responses, but all the data as well, then you would have to focus in on the port number. So tcp.port = 45. That's my graph name, and that's also my filter. Just keep it simple and the same. So watch what happens to my chart now. So the packets per second is at 2,000. That's the highest point, more or less. If I put a check mark here in the 445, see the way it all gets squished down? So the red dots are slightly above the SMB. But look at all these, red, 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 and no black at all. And that's very common. So if I was to download a big file, I would say read the file, and then every once in a while I would read a little bit more, but in between all those commands would be a bunch of data packets, and that's what's kind of important. So if you just wanted to see how many commands and responses and that kind of thing, then use a protocol filter like SMB2 or HTTP or whatever you want to use. But if you want all the data included, all the data packets, and actually even the ACKs, then you would probably want to focus more on the port number. So you can play one or the other, or like I just did, compare them just by clicking and unclicking one or the other, and then you get a better idea of how it behaves. There you go. Have a good day. Bye for now.